Cherokee gathered to sign the Treaty of Holston in 1791.
Well, there is no mistaking that voice or the music. It's Heartland Series host Bill Landry on one of the countless stories he told about East Tennessee. Since the Heartland Series ended, Bill has continued to tell stories through his books. His latest is titled A Last Hurrah. He's in town this weekend for a special event in Sevierville. Bill now lives in South Carolina, but is back in the area for that event. And I had the wonderful opportunity to speak with him this morning about Tall Tales and how the Heartland Series and its fans remain in his heart. Bill.
Good to see you.
It's good seeing you. It's been too long.
Yeah. We did 25 straight through to 209, 84 to 209. Then from 209 to about 216, 214, we did 3 or 4 or more 30-minute shows a year. That was probably the last we did, and I haven't been back since.
You have written your latest book, which you call A Last Hurrah.
Jim Johnston came up with the title. He was the publisher for Celtic Cat Publishing, and then every 2 or 3 or 4 years, I just been writing these books and enjoying it. And nobody's buying them, but they will one day. So,
Untold Heartland Tales left on the cutting room floor. Is there one tale?
There's a lot.
Yeah, that one stands out.
Oh, there's some. Well, the witch story. Well, you know, a good way not to get something on television is to either religion, politics, witches. People don't like to hear about witches. That's why we never did that story.
Why did you want to write this last book, The Last Hurrah?
It has things in it about me and my family. My brothers and sisters growing up in Chattanooga, funny tales that stick with you that you heard. You know, things that happened fishing the Clinch River, you know, or in college when you, on a Friday night, you'd run to Knoxville to party and show up for work the next day about 9 o'clock when you get back into town, that kind of stuff. Stuff that you couldn't get away with if you were on television. If you're living in South Carolina and you may never see anybody again, you can tell those tales. Poems. Einstein the Man is in that book, which is a great little one-act, one-man show I did for 20 years stuff. But just different things that I think that people ought to know about if they don't read anyway. And if they read, they probably will enjoy them, I hope.
I promise you folks, this is a must read. I have my copy and I cannot wait to dive into it. Tomorrow, Bill will appear at the Glen Literary Festival. His book, A Last Hurrah, is out right now. And that event, it's tomorrow at the Sevierville Convention Center. It's from 9 in the morning until 3 in the afternoon. Once again, the Glen Literary Festival. And after more than 25 years of stories from the Heartland Series, a Channel 10 staff member found an old box from the Heartland shoots. So we had to see what it would be like for Bill to rummage through the box. Take a look.
Shoebox.
It's a shoebox.
Big
shoes.
Big shoes to fill.
Time. And as you know, at Channel 10, we keep everything. So here's a bunch of stuff you may recognize.
Oh, it's a cut nail from a 1840s cabin, when they used to make them with blacksmith shop. That's how you know how old a cabin is if it's using these old turkey feathers. Turkey feathers.
Looks like they were used for quills. I mean, for writing.
Oh yeah, that's Joe Deal. We did that first show on writing with Joe Deal in 1984, and he had a beautiful script handwriting.